Hello, Alliance Bible Church. My name is Tony ROOS, and my wife Rainey and I run the Envision short-term site here in Paris, France. We partner alongside of the France field to minister and serve the local churches, to spearhead new initiatives, and minister to the local French people and internationals that are part of this wonderful, amazing city. This summer we had 4 teams and 8 interns, a total of 52 people come through Envision Paris. We did a variety of things, and I just want to highlight a couple of them for you. The first one is an interaction we had with a young man named Darko. Darko was interested in some of the things we were doing with English, and he signed up to be part of our active English conversation group. Darko never actually made it to a conversation group, but instead Darko came to our house here in Viroflay, just outside of Paris, for our barbecue we were throwing with teams and interns and people from that English group. And Darko, through that, met a bunch of young adults that were hanging out here in Paris as part of the ministry, and ended up following them and hanging out with them and loving Christ and coming to know Jesus as his Lord and Savior. We were so excited about that happening. And another event that we happened to put on was we let our interns plan out a few outreach events or conversation building events, and they said, let's do karaoke. And I came in late because I had just gotten back from another city, spent some time with my kids, and went into the city. And when I went by for the first time, the crowd was spilling out on the streets from the Genesis Ministry Center. There were 2 conversations that happened that night that just gave me hope for bringing the gospel to this city. One of them was, as we were wrapping up, one of our young adult ministry type people that is part of the ministry here in France was talking to another couple that came from our active English group. And they asked, so how did you get plugged in with church? And he said, do you really want to know? Let me tell you my testimony. And he talked about how when he was broken, he sought out God. And he sought out looking at all these other different religions and all these other different things, and instead chose to follow Christ because it made more sense and it was real and it gave hope for the answer. So there was that conversation, and the other conversation that I was a part of that I got to observe was 2 of our interns who had developed a relationship with a young Muslim man. Instead of singing karaoke the whole night, they sat and talked outside with this young Muslim man about Jesus and how Jesus was fully God and fully man, and they discussed things like the Trinity in deep, profound ways while everybody else was singing Thriller. And so it was just an amazing opportunity to see young people from the States come and minister and serve alongside of the young people here in Paris. It's been a great summer. We thank you so much for partnering with us, for being a part of what we're doing. We look forward to seeing so many of you in the future. We look forward to seeing maybe a team from your church. And again, we just want to say thank you for your active involvement in the ministry here in Paris, France.